All right, welcome to a reaction to a new film that's upcoming from one of our favorite directors. Crew here, and we've got Eric E-Nam over there. How are you doing, E-Nam?
I'm excited. I feel like a child on Christmas. Paul Thomas Anderson is my favorite director.
Yes.
So
Getting it. I was being a little coy about it, but yeah, you're coming right out with this. PTA, his new film. I know nothing about this. This is going to be a blind reaction from me, trailer-wise. I believe, Eric, you've seen...
Yeah.
By the way, young... I was trying to think of a good one for you.
I got
Young milkshake drinker? I don't know. Anyway...
young roller girl.
You have... young... I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like those two things mixing in my head, and that's no good for me. You've watched this trailer already, just the one time, is that right?
Yeah, I simply could not help myself.
What's the last PTA movie that came up before? There was a Phantom Thread, of course, right?
That's the one. That's the last one.
Allegedly, Daniel Day-Lewis's final screen performance. Who knows if that's really going to be true or not.
Yeah,
but,
we'll see.
Yeah, we did a podcast episode on that, if I'm not mistaken, back when that came out a couple years ago. This is Licorice Pizza, so I had no idea what this means either. Had you heard anything you're a bigger fan than I am, even though I am a fan of PTA. Had you heard about anything to do, before you watched the trailer, had you heard anything about this? What it was going to be about or anything like that?
Yeah, I had heard it was going by like the working title of Soggy Bottom, which gave me absolutely no information. But then also I'd heard that it was like gonna be like Dazed and Confused vibes. So I know
I like that.
I knew that much going in, yeah.
Okay. Even though I'm a little bit hit or miss when it comes to Linklater, but I do like Dazed and Confused quite a bit. I like those type of films that all take place on one day as well. So that sounds good. If that is the case. Yeah, Soggy Bottom makes me think of it's like a Great British Bake Off film or
Right.
something. That's what I know that phrase from, which you don't want on your pies and tarts and pastries. Certainly no Soggy Bottom. Well, also it is called Licorice Pizza, so is this going to be, is that something obscure? I guess I shouldn't ask you since you saw the trailer, but I'm just wondering, is this about food or what? I mean, he does throw food stuff into his films a lot, I guess, thinking about it. There's Phantom Thread was food came into play with that one quite a bit.
Obsessively, yeah.
The main plot.
I'm not
but
going to tell you anything before you watch the trailer.
And I don't even know anyone who's in this other than I do know, I guess, Bradley Cooper, because I saw him on the thumbnail here. Who, I don't know, I'm not so big on him, but...
I find him charming.
I kind of used to like him more. I don't know, maybe I just got tired of him, or I don't know what it is, but regardless, we'll talk about the people that are in it and what we thought after we watched it. But let's do the reaction now. You're used to reacting. I normally don't do trailer reactions. I do TV show reactions.
Neither do I, man.
And of course, yeah, you're doing my new Anime Monday show with me right now, reacting to some anime. So we're in the zone of reacting already, but this will be our first trailer. And who knows? It might be terrible, or this might be a new thing.
That could be our last.
Who's to say? Yeah, it could well be our last. But if it is, let's enjoy it. There's the lion, Bron. And so David Bowie is playing.
Classic.
Listen, young lady.
But her friend is nowhere
He's
to
a
be
big
seen.
kid.
So how'd you become such a hotshot actor?
She walks through her
I'm a showman. That's what I'm meant to do.
to the seats with the clearest view. And she's hooked to the silver
Annie or
screen.
something.
Do you know who I am?
There's Bradley.
Do you know who my girlfriend is?
Barbara Streisand?
Barbara Streisand.
Sand.
Sand, yeah, like sands. Like the ocean, like
Barbara
beaches.
Streisand?
No, like Streisand.
Sand.
Beautiful bit. Can't wait to see that.
Film is a sad thing for
This is a date that brought us together.
I assume this takes place in LA like most of the
Our road
PTAs.
took us.
Yes. Like in the valley, maybe?
You're not my director.
I think that's where he's from.
Do you really want to see my boobs?
Okay, we're getting some.
Can I touch them?
Kids. Oh, it's getting
See tomorrow.
slapped. Was that? I thought I might have seen the waitress from Always Sunny at the table.
Oh, I don't think so.
think it's weird I hang out with Gary and his
No, you
friends
don't
all
think?
the time. I think it's weird that I hang out with Gary and his 15-year-old friends all the time.
Objectively, that is weird.
So it's a lot about this kid or these two kids, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like the whole movie's gonna be about.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
forget you. Just like you're not gonna forget me.
Alright, so I don't know who either of these actors are. Bradley's destroying some car
I
windows.
cannot wait to see him do that.
Classic walking into a screen or a glass door. There's PTA's wife, Maya Rudolph. I just saw a flash of. Some evil Knievel stuff. Licorice pizza. Alright. Interesting font choice here.
Hello?
Yeah, alright, so that's the end of the trailer. It looks like a big kid, I guess, but he was like, in the one scene he was sitting with a bunch of smaller kids. And then she said something about him and his 15-year-old friends or something.
Great trailer joke.
Implying that, yeah, but that's implying that the guy's older than that, though, if he has like young friends or something.
Right, it seems like they're maybe in film school or something.
Yeah, it seems like a romance, I guess, from the trailer. Is that what you're getting as well?
Yeah.
Much
Like a coming of age romance, like a very classic Hollywood tale. I'm excited for it. I frankly did not know that. I guess that's the youngest time sister was an actor.
Okay, that girl, the main girl from the trailer, that's a Heim.
Yes.
That does look like, okay. It does look like them. But yeah, I would assume it would be the youngest one. I don't know, the characters.
Just for like, yeah, it makes
Okay, I
just
can
for like
see
just
that.
for the age range. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the youngest one.
Which I still don't know what this age is, but Heim is big LA, whatever, from LA, Rapid, so that makes sense. I guess to be. Oh, and okay, so I scrolled down to the first comment here on this trailer. It's saying, is that Philip Seymour Hoffman's son?
Cooper
Is apparently
Hoffman.
this actor.
Okay.
Interesting. So
That's interesting.
obviously, Anderson worked with his father a lot in various films. Well, 2 or 3 at least. The first few films Hoffman was in. Was he in any after that? I'm trying to.
He was in The Master. Obviously,
Oh yeah, he's the main character.
he was the titular
he is
master.
Actually, was he in Hard 8? Maybe he was. I was thinking he was in Hard 8, but I guess maybe he wasn't.
I don't think he was in Hard 8. It's been a long
Confusing
time
him with
since
John
I've seen
C.
Hard 8.
Reilly,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I confuse those two because they are crossing over in a lot of movies. See, obviously they're both in Buggy Nights together. And also they did a show, like I guess a play, and I watched some interview with them a couple years ago. That was like an older interview from like the 90s, like Charlie Rose or something. And they were doing a play at the time, and they were switching, like in the play together. Hoffman and John C. Reilly were switching the character. There's 2 main characters, and they're switching every other night who would play which character, which I thought was crazy.
Sounds
but-
awesome.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I don't know. I guess what's up with this? Like, we got the Sopranos prequel film coming out this week as we record this, which has Gandolfini's son playing young Tony Soprano in that. Is this a new trend of sons playing their? I mean, obviously he's not playing a character his father did in this, but still, like, this is a trend of unknown sons like stepping in to fill their late father's footsteps in cinema. Here is interesting.
Right, I feel like that always kind of happens, though, right?
Not with
Not
like
specifically
I mean,
working
obviously
with
there's
the
a lot.
same
I mean, there's
directors, and I guess playing in
yeah.
the case of the Sopranos movie, like the same role. But yeah, I mean, actors' children often become actors, right? That's a thing, I think.
No, that is, and there's obviously a lot of nepotism in Hollywood and stuff. But yeah, this is interesting that they're specifically because they're dead as well. the fathers At this point, and they're like unknown, at least to me. You know, it's different than like Jane, Peter Fonda, or whatever. That like a Hollywood legacy, or the Barrymore family or
Right.
something. I mean, these are like super old examples now. I'm sure there's something more current, but anyway, it seemed like the Huber Hoffman and the Heim sister characters, they certainly got the most play in this trailer. I don't know if that's accurate to what the film's going to be, but
Definitely seems like it's about those 2 characters, and hopefully Bradley Cooper being fucking insane.
it looked like he was going to be insane from this
Can't wait.
trailer. He is wearing some crazy wig. Also, his character said he was dating Barbara Streisand in the Was that accurate? I mean, it went by fast, and there's the whole.
I don't know if he's playing like a real like
pronouncing
historical
name.
figure or what, or if that's just a joke about.
Even if it's a made-up character or whatever, which it probably is, he's talking about the real person though in this. So this is like a period piece as well. Then it seemed like the 70s or something.
Or if that's just a joke about A Star Is Born, right? Barbra Streisand was in the original. He was in the remake.
She was.
Not the original.
I mean, the original's
Yeah,
from
yeah,
like
yeah,
19, like 25 or something.
To be fair,
but
she's immortal.
Was Barbra Streisand in the one with Chris Christopherson? Was
I
that the
believe
pairing
that's
in
her.
that one?
We can find out very easily.
You think that is a look that up, but you think that is a reference to
Just a little joke, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
But yeah, she's in the 1976 one. God, I'm clever.
That would make sense. She should be. I haven't seen a single Star Is Born movie, by the way. Who else popped out? I mean, that said the Softy, Benny Softy at the end. I didn't necessarily spot him, I guess.
Sean Penn,
Kind of-
who I don't recognize.
Sean Penn was in it. Was he the one on the motorcycle?
That's the only person. If we saw him, that's the only person he could have been, right?
Is Josh Brolin in this? Did I spot him? I feel like I'm seeing him here at 153 on the trailer. Obviously, he's been in some PTA movies, or one of them at least. Maya Rudolph, I mentioned, of course, is married to him. Oh, I see Sean Penn here is at 203.
He's the guy on the
trailer.
motorcycle, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, we figured that one out.
We sure did. Do we think we're accurate on 70s here? But I think it seems like that from the decor and stuff.
Yeah, like I saw some flared bottom pants. It's definitely like the late 70s,
Yeah.
late 60s, early 70s. I feel confident.
I scrolled back to the comments a little bit. Someone said, I love how the two main characters look like people and not chiseled gods. Actually, there's a couple comments like that saying good to see like real looking people, which is true, I guess. Alana Haim, that's which sister we're working with here.
Presumably the youngest. Don't correct us.
Yeah, but even if she's the youngest, she's still got to
Like
be
30.
like, yeah, I don't know how old these characters are supposed to be. Or whatever. Yeah, I can see that it looks like Hoffman now with the son Cooper here. I could definitely see the resemblance.
Let's just say I agree.
The way you just said almost sounded like you're about to go into a Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, God, no, I would never.
Yeah, I think his shirt looks 70s for sure. All right, well, so what does Licorice Pizza mean? We don't know from
Right.
that.
That's what I
mean,
didn't want
know
to tell
more
you
insight on
beforehand.
that. I kind of suspected that that would be the case. I mean, Licorice Pizza almost sounds like an improv team name or something stupid like that. I didn't see any food reference in this trailer at all.
Not really. Nothing that stood out.
There's something to do with a play or whatever, though, because there's like toward the beginning, it looked, I don't know if it was supposed to be Annie or something, I thought, because it looked like orphans or bunk beds or something, but the kid is performing in a play, I think it looks like in this trailer. Maybe not Annie, because there's boys and girls. I'm going back here around 30 seconds. There's a scary looking woman who's like probably the director of the play.
It definitely it reads a lot like Annie. You're not wrong.
My knowledge of musicals and plays is very limited. That's probably one of the few that I know. So, it might be something
you know what?
more obscure that
I'm scrubbing
Just
through
right off the
again.
top.
There's a kitchen table scene, and I do think that looks a lot like he was the waitress from It's Always Sunny. Mary
it's
Elizabeth
not
Ellis.
Mary Elizabeth Ellis. Yeah, she's married to.
That's
John
correct.
Dan, in real life, I believe. I think it is her too. Yeah. Wow, what a spot by me, because that was literally a hot second of screen time only. Is she the mom of this Cooper Hoffman character?
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. Anyway, yeah, just like strong,
like
strong Dazed and Confused vibes, strong Boogie Nights vibes. If I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, with 70s for sure.
Well, in the
though.
amateur filmmakers.
Oh, that too. Yeah, for sure. This probably will be a little more wholesome, I'm thinking, but who knows? The trailer would indicate that, though. Is it taking a la Dazed and Confused? Is this going to take place on
No.
one day? Do we think?
No.
I guess maybe not.
Well, that's
The
not
trailer didn't
that's
look
not a thing that
possible.
PTA
Well, you
has
never
ever
know.
like been interested in, right? I mean, his films span like years and in some cases decades. He's trying to make the great American novel. He doesn't need to like
Yeah.
bookend, a one-day event like a short story or anything.
Well, you never know. Maybe it could. Yeah, I think you are right, but what if Magnolia takes place over a pretty short amount of time, doesn't it?
That's true. Magnolia's got the Rashomon thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
trying to think of, but yeah, you're mostly. I mean, it is true. Like most of the films, when I think back on it, they are over even like a span of years, like you're saying. Inherent Vice, so that's not one day, but that's like a short.
Right, and that's like the source material for that like screenplay was a novel written by someone else whose name is Thomas Pynchon. I would say this is going to be like, if I had to guess, like start to finish of this film production, you know, because they're clearly shooting a film.
You're saying that
these actors
are shooting
are like
a film?
on like yes
in the movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're clearly the leads of like a like
film
an
within
indie
a
film.
film.
Is what I would guess would be the plot of this.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I picked up on that. Because there's like the play stuff, but they're actually which parts of this? Look like
toward the end, the
shooting
motorcycle.
Oh yeah, he says, "I'm coming, Nancy." Sean Penn on a motorcycle.
Literally, there's an old man saying, "Roll
Okay,
camera."
I
roll
can't tell.
camera
Maybe
B
I need to
in
watch
the,
it again.
like 1 minute 55-second range. I don't know. Who knows? That's just what I get.
Oh yeah, they do. They are shooting like with a Super 8 camera around 155. Yeah, in the car.
Yeah, that one too.
The kids. Are.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm super excited. He's never let me down before.
And they're playing "Life on Mars" by David Bowie.
I wonder, because
does that mean anything?
Since he died, R.I.P. You've been hearing Bowie in like everything, like Super Bowl commercials, trailers, and everything. Like, I wonder if that's just people like paying what it takes to cash in on that, on like that nostalgia, or if they're just letting the rights go for like anything at this point.
It's an interesting question. I wouldn't think that. I mean, I would think they'd be paying top dollar still. I guess he was always popular, even alive. Like you would hear his music and stuff. But yeah, it probably has ramped up, even after his death too. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if is that just like a mood setting type of song for the trailer, or does it have something more to do with? I don't know. These are supposed to be teenagers? It seems like, I guess, I don't know, or young college age or something. It's like that's like being an alien or something, or from Mars.
Ooh, now we're in Metaphor Town.
Yeah, which means it's time to wrap this up. So that's our Licorice Pizza trailer reaction. Well, for more talk on this and of films in general, head on over to Brooklyn Rebound Podcast. The Movies Are Relevant episodes on that feed, where you can find me and young E-Nam here talking all sorts of cinema.
We do be talking about movies.
So check that out. And maybe we'll be back with some more trailer reactions soon as well. But peace.
See you tomorrow.